EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry for James Conner, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
From the 44, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Murray a give. This is Conner. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
First down, Murray. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Murray looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Here's Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
A great job there, and that old cliche, take it what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a first down throw, complete downfield. Touchdown, Packers! Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. Badgley on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, this Week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this is now a 17-game regular season. Because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Another catch for Tate. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. On play action, now Rodgers. Here's a diving catch right side.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to let one fly for Tate. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Golden Tate with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On first down, Edmonds. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. This is caught. It's Kirk. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll look to run with Conner. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now a play fake. Rodgers completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And again, it's Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Rodgers now on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Counter on 1st down, able to take this one forward for about 6. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. Catch made by Slayton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lewis. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 5. Off the option, it's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. This one pushed to the right. Badgley missed it. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Murray now on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. Touchdown, Cardinals! Chase Edmonds, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touch. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was all state. I'll make it rain out here. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes down here. I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now the ball 3rd down, they like to throw it anyway.
Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Badgley's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. We own them.
To throw is Murray. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's twist.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. To throw, it's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
On first down, Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. They still can't get him, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. A give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Again, it's Jones. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now first and 10. Murray now. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. Now Murray. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And he'll toss makes this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Murray to air it out again. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Murray going to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Rodgers throwing here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete to Slayton. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The